go do it. Show us. Make it work, right? Those who do. Those who talk, they can keep on talking.
I'm almost done.
I'm almost done. I got 2 more slides. So today we have the illumos Day. There's a bunch of stuff going on around community events. We have the illumos Day today. There's a hackathon. I want to pitch this on Wednesday at Joint. Joint has been gracious enough to host that. Last year's hackathon was incredibly productive, and it was a blast. And I know that we're going to be hoping to expand that base. And if you haven't contributed to illumos before and you're interested in maybe learning what's involved and taking a bite-sized piece, I will be working with a group of whoever shows up who wants to do that to do some of the early simple contributions. And I know that there's other community leaders that will be looking at other projects that are perhaps more technically challenging and deep. So I highly recommend, if you're able to do it, make that event. We've also had 2 years now of the Google Summer of Code. Bayard, if he's around, I don't see him, led this year's project. Thank you, Bayard. And thank you to our students. There's been some good work coming out of that, and we're hoping to keep doing that. We also had a presence at FOSDEM Scale. We did Scale 2 years, and there's going to be more growth there. So, and it's been very amazing to see the interest and growth in illumos, even outside of the traditional Solaris ecosystem. So what are our challenges? Well, one of our challenges is as our ecosystem grows, we have different conflicting goals. To date, we've been pretty good about resolving any differences of opinion on those, and I'm hoping that we'll continue to be able to do so. Part of this happens just naturally as a result of our meritocracy. Of course, there's all this churn and documentation needs for around hardware. That's going to be a challenge for everybody in the open source communities. All of us have that problem. Linux has it, NetBSD has it, FreeBSD has it, and we have it. Now, the nice thing is we're all open source, so we have the ability to work together collaboratively. And so far, that has worked out really well. There's been an incredible amount of sharing there, and I look for more of that. And of course, governance and governance-related concerns are always a challenge. I hope to be able to keep that keep that separate. And so far, we've done a very good job about separating the technology from the governance and administration. And that is a fundamental design goal for our governance model going forward. So what's next? Well, lots more innovations. There's a lot of investment here, a lot of growth going on, a lot of things that I can't talk about yet, and a lot of things that probably I don't know about yet. In fact, I'm sure there's things I don't know about yet. There's a few remaining closed bits. Actually, one of the most important has been sent out now for an updated review around the NFS Lock Manager. Once the NFS Lock Manager is actually integrated, the open source NFS Lock Manager, we will be able to have a truly completely open system. It will be possible to have a system with no closed code on it. And that is a major hurdle that we will have passed. So I'm really looking forward to getting to that, and we're right on the cusp of it. Rich Lowe has done some amazing work around getting us off of our studio dependency. So thank you, Rich. We now have a GCC 4.4.4. And I think that there's probably still some work to do here, but we're much better off than we were just a few months ago. And then world domination and profit. And a lot of us are here for profit, but we're also here because we love it. And it's really nice when profit and love come together. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of illumos Day. Thank you for all that you guys have done already in making illumos as strong as it is, and I'm looking for it to continue to grow. I think I'm out of time.
You are.
Any lights for a panel? Sure. All right, panelists.
Deirdre, I have your, Deirdre, this is Glenn's.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna leave it here.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, just leave it
I
there.
think we're almost all Mac hardware. That's Thunderbolt already.
Okay. Test.
Siblings.
Test.
Hang on, look at you.
Okay.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I need light on the podium too, thanks. Okay, are there mics live?
Hello?
Test, yeah.
Okay, we good on the stream? All right. This is about the only time you're going to see me on stage today. So before we get into the deep technology talks, which will be most of the rest of the day, we wanted to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about why we are all involved in illumos. So the people here, we have Rod Boothby of Joyent, Richard Elling of Day, and Bill Roth of Nexenta. All represent companies which have essentially bet their businesses on illumos. We are all here because our companies absolutely depend on illumos and we support it for that reason. And as Garrett was telling you, we also all have investors, some of whom have invested extremely serious money. So for a lot of us, those of you who are not yet on illumos, you may be wondering, why are these companies doing this? What is so great about illumos that we're willing to essentially bet our futures on it, as well as our investors' money? There are some other companies also using illumos, as Garrett mentioned, some of them still in stealth mode, and probably a good many that we haven't even heard from yet. There are others that if we do this conference sometime next year, I expect will be up here on the stage with us. And then there are the individual contributors, many of whom are spending considerable amounts of their time and their considerable expertise